tell a stranger your partner is like 10 years older or younger than you and just watch their eyes.
Oh, yeah, you get that look.
Exactly. It's this brief flicker of confusion, like you are some sort of glitch in the matrix of their traditional timelines. So today, we're doing a deep dive into the generations of love sources.
Right.
And our mission is really to explore how couples in an age gap relationship navigate a world that is, frankly, obsessed with those timelines.
And how they actually turn those chronological differences into their greatest relationship superpower.
Because the psychology behind that little flicker of confusion is, well, it's pretty revealing, isn't it?
Oh, it's incredibly revealing. I mean, people generally just rely on these social scripts, these unspoken expected life trajectories to feel secure about their own choices.
Right, the typical path we're all supposed to take.
Exactly. So when a couple steps outside that normative timeline, outsiders subconsciously perceive it as a threat.
A threat to the established order.
Yeah, and that is exactly why you see so much societal judgment. I mean, you get nosy neighbors or strangers instantly projecting assumptions about hidden power imbalances or, I don't know, cultural disconnects.
Like they just want to force this unconventional dynamic back into a neat little box.
Precisely.
But I have to ask, I mean, isn't it just completely exhausting having to constantly dodge this paparazzi-level scrutiny? Like, from extended family overanalyzing your life?
Well, sure, it can be. But high EQ couples know that true intimacy isn't measured by a birth certificate.
Right.
The real goal is ensuring both partners are genuinely on the same page regarding core values, emotional maturity, and their future visions.
So they just filter out the noise because they have that shared vision.
Yes, because outsiders mistakenly assume a different age guarantees a completely different worldview. But the sources show these relationships actually create this highly functional, complementary dynamic.
Wait, I want to push back on this complementary idea just a bit.
Sure, go ahead.
Having different generational tempos sounds super romantic in theory, but doesn't it practically mean you lack shared cultural touchstones? Like, how do you anchor each other when you grew up with totally different definitions of, say, work-life balance?
Well, it actually forces deliberate translation. Since they can't assume they mean the exact same thing when they say a word like stability, they have to explicitly define it.
Oh, so it's a built-in mechanism against taking your partner's perspective for granted.
Exactly. You have these entirely different tempos that work together. One partner usually brings seasoned career stability and a real grounding presence,
Right.
while the other introduces fresh energy and a modern vitality.
Okay, so it's less like a perfectly balanced salty and sweet recipe and maybe more like a shock absorber on a car.
Oh, I love that analogy.
Yeah, like the older partner's experience is the heavy-duty strut, taking the brunt of major impacts and providing that grounding stability.
And the younger partner's fresh perspective is the spring. It lets the relationship bounce back quickly and stay agile.
Exactly. But I mean, even a high-functioning shock absorber still needs protection from external wear and tear. All that nosy coworker gossip will eventually erode the system, right?
It absolutely will.
Ah.
Well, unless the couple builds an emotional fortress around their household.
So how do you practically build that fortress when those nosy comments inevitably slip through? Like, how do you remind yourselves that you are the ones living the marriage, not them?
Well, the sources outline that you do this by creating us versus the problem rituals.
Oh, interesting. Like what?
So, say a relative makes a passive-aggressive comment at a dinner party. The couple doesn't just swallow it or let it build resentment.
Right. They don't internalize it.
No, they debrief it together later in private. They remind each other that the outsider's reaction is just a reflection of their own rigid conditioning.
Ah, so by processing that societal judgment together, the external noise literally becomes the mortar for their fortress.
Exactly. They weaponize the judgment to reinforce their own internal boundaries.
That is such a powerful mechanism of radical alignment. And, this is relevant to you listening right now, whether you are in an age gap relationship or not.
Absolutely. Finding someone who complements your strengths and forces you to clearly define your terms is the ultimate goal.
Getting entirely on the same page with someone who shares your values, I mean, that is what every partnership strives for.
Which leaves us with a much larger question to consider today.
Yeah, let's hear it.
If true compatibility is actually about shared values rather than shared birth decades, what other traditional timelines or societal milestones are you blindly following that might actually be holding you back from your own happiness?
That is definitely something to mull over the next time you feel pressured to hit a life milestone by a certain age, because sometimes being a glitch in the matrix is exactly where you were supposed to be.